Hello my friends, welcome to AllbyOly Design and Alteration. Today I wanted to share another tutorial, but before that I want to say thank you to each of you who subscribe to my channel. If you are new, my name is Olga. I'm a fashion designer and I am a seamstress for over 20 years experience. And I decided on my channel to share free tutorials about alteration. I will create a separate tutorial to tell you why I decided to share all my knowledge for free. I think everyone should know how to sew, to adjust clothes. So that will be probably another separate explanation. But today I have this dress, and this dress is from Azazie, and my customer needs just a teeny tiny adjustment. So on one side I already adjusted, but since I have to adjust another side, I want to show you how to alter that, how to adjust only waist. For example, when we have the dress and we only need to adjust the waist part and we're not going to touch anything on the arm line. So let me show you right here. So let's say on the bust area fits very well, but on the waist we need to adjust. Let's say on my case is half inch, and then a little bit to the skirt. So let's say even if we need to adjust a little bit of the sides of the waist, then we have to go, let's say, from zero, and probably we'll start from the middle of the body to go from zero, adjust half inch, and we have to adjust the skirt part because we don't want to be like a little bubble here or a pleat, right? We never do that. We have to adjust the clothes just how it made originally. So if you are ready to learn, then let's get started. So this is our dress from Azazie, which is very pretty. I already hemmed the dress, and I wanted to show you what we do when we need to adjust just the waist part. So as I said, in the bust area fits well. So if it fits well, we just only pin, let's say, right in the waistline, and then we little by little go to zero. So as you see, probably like in the middle. Of course, each person is different. It depends like how it fitted, but you can feel when you pin it, you can see, you can grab the fabric and you can see exactly how much you have to take it in, and also you can see where kind of like you have to stop, because it will be more smoother on a body when it's fitted, for example, like right here. And then we also have to adjust the skirt, as I said, because we don't want any pleats, so we just gonna go smooth from the half inch and less on the seam, on the bottom of the seam. So first thing what I'm gonna do is to measure to see how much I have to adjust in the waist, and then how far I have to adjust. So let's say it's 3.5, that's where I have to stop, right? And then on the skirt, same thing. I want to see how far I have to go. On a skirt usually we want smoother lines, so I will take probably like 5 inches, and that's where I'm gonna start and there where I'm gonna finish. So after we measure, we can remove the pins, or you also can, let's say, if my dress it's pinned, I also can just kind of like press it like this with steam, and then when you remove it, you can actually see where the holes were, right? But if you don't have the professional iron, then don't do that, and just measure, and we can start taking in. To taking in, we will have to go between the lining. For example, in this case is 2 linings, so we're gonna go between the lining and we're gonna turn the dress to the wrong side. Okay, so as you see, like right here, we have this is our side seam, this is the right fabric, right, and this is our lining side. So what we have to do is to adjust like waist. Before we adjusting, we have to remove a little bit of the rigidine, so it will be for us comfortable to take it in, and then we will have to put it back as it was originally. I always alter the dress, just the dress how it was. I never, I saw a lot of cases when some seamstresses would like taking in the body part, but the skirt they will like do like a little pleat, and it looks awful. So don't do that if you wanna learn how to make quality alteration. So here, as you see what I'm doing, I'm opening the side so I'll be able to take it in. This is our allowance, and same thing on our lining. On the body part, we only have to adjust once, like let's say right here, right? But on the skirt, we do have the lining to adjust. We also have the right fabric, and because our skirt is 2 layers of chiffon, we have to take it in on each side of the skirt. So I know it looks probably like too much, but trust me, it's very easy. And after you practice 1-2 times, you will learn so quickly, and just don't be afraid. Okay, so here we open the skirt, the stitch from the skirt, and now we are ready to adjust the bodice party. And also, like, we can I like to open all the layers, and when I'm sewing, I'm adjusting all at once. So this is our lining, and I'm gonna just open our seam right here at the waist. So here we are, we're ready to adjust the lining. Okay, so this is our lining, and I'm just gonna mark 1/2 inch here and approximately, let's say this is my line right here. So this is where I'm gonna stop. So you can also use the ruler if you are a beginner and connect with the point where we have to stop, and you also can kind of like draw the line, so it'll be more like convenient for you, and you'll understand how to adjust exactly the sides. And now we're just gonna sew. Don't forget to do the back stitch so the seam will not open. And when I'm trying to sew the side, I will like pinch it. Is as you see, like, see, this part is a little longer than this part, right? So I will kind of like try to keep as original, and then I'm gonna pull the fabric so that way they are smooth, and we don't want to create any pleating or all that. And make sure also to do the back stitch as well. So as you see the dress, you see the allowance are opened, so this is what we have to do. So what we do is to open the old seam, and you can use the seam ripper, or if you have practice with razor blade, you can use the razor blade. All right, so we open that, and now we can adjust the skirt lining part. So we're gonna do same thing. You can also mark, or you just can sew 1/2 inch. All right, so we adjust that part as well, and now I'm just gonna remove this stitch as well, because we want the allowance to be open just like the dress. Just like that. Okay, and now we have to close the waistline. So what I'm gonna do, you can press it first and then sew, but since the fabric is very thin, we just can like this open. And then also when I'm sewing the waistline, I always match the seam. Like, you want to make sure it looks good and quality. And I'm gonna put a pin so that way I don't mess it up. And I'll be honest, like, we all do mistakes. I always, if I don't like, let's say if it's not perfect, then I will redo it, because the more honest you are with yourself, the honest will be the customer as well, and they will appreciate your work if you are doing a good job. All right, so our, let's say, lining part is ready. We're only gonna need to press it, and we have to sew back this rigidine. So to sew back the rigidine, as you see, the rigidine, it's actually, oh no, rigidine is in the front. Never mind. Okay, let's go to the front part. Okay, so let's adjust the front bodies, and then we're gonna adjust all the skirt area. Okay, so here is the 1/2 inch, and I can see the pin, so the pin was right here, and then we know it's around 3, so it's around like right here. Okay, so you can also use the ruler and draw the line. And now let's adjust the basic fabric, and also pay attention right here. You see this fabric is a little longer than this one, so this is what I'm gonna do, keep as original, and then it will be easier for me to adjust. All right, and we're gonna do the same thing that we did with the lining. We're gonna open the allowance just like that. Okay, and now we're ready to adjust the skirt. I always adjust the right fabric first and then the lining. So let me just go between the layers to see where they are, and then we can adjust the fabric first. Okay, so as you see right here, this is our skirt, the first part. So we're just gonna start from here, and then you can also draw the line if you want it, but I kind of know I have to stop right here, so I'm just gonna sew. Okay, so our first skirt is ready, the lining. So if you adjusting more than 1/2 inch, let's say 3/4, it's still okay. If you adjusting 1 inch and more, where is a big resizing issue, then make sure to leave or do originally just like the dress was made, because you don't want all this allowance to be inside. So I always make maximum 1 inch. This is maximum. I would leave allowance on the dress. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust now the second layer of the skirt. So here it is, and also make sure the fabric is equal right here. Don't pull too much when you're sewing chiffon, because it's very delicate fabric. All right. Perfect. Okay, so now we just need to adjust the lining, and we are almost set. Like, one side of the dress is ready. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do on the lining as well. Make sure when you're sewing, do not catch the skirts. I always make sure like it's not on my way, and then easily, if like some threads is on your way, cut it out so it's not on your way. And now we're just gonna adjust the lining. Here you go. Perfect. Okay, and now we just need to open the seam. And as you see, the dress I'm sewing, the length of the stitch is 3.5. Do not sew less than 3, because it's going to be, let's say, if you need to remove the stitch, it will be very hard for you to remove it first, and second, you're going to ruin the fabric. So make sure you're sewing on number 3 or 3.5. Okay, so yeah, I almost forgot the Rigelin part. So as you see, Rigelin was sewed all the way right here, right? So we just all so every Rigelin on different dresses is so different. So I always pay attention how was sewn on this dress, because sometimes it's sewn between like the seam, and sometimes it's sewn on one side. So as you see, this one was sewed on this side. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna turn the dress opposite way, and then let's see. So usually we're supposed to start from here, but I want to make sure it's smooth. And now we're just gonna sew the Rigelin back, like close to the new seam. Make sure don't create any pleats. Alright. Okay, so our Rigelin is ready. Now we just need to close the waist seam, and that's all. So to close our seam, we're gonna open this seam. We're gonna open this seam, and also make sure the front side. Let's see.
Okay, where's my back? Okay, this is front. So make sure on the skirt part, all the allowance are actually directed to the back side, not the front, to the back side. So let's say this is my front, this is my back, so I'm just gonna smoothly push all the allowance. As you see, this allowance is on this side, so I need to push it on that side, and this side is good. Okay, and also same time, make sure you are matching the seam. So I'm gonna match the seam to make sure it's same spot right here, and then we're just gonna do with the lining like that, and then we're gonna put a pin so it'll be easier for us to sew. Alright, and make sure the allowance are open. And also when you're sewing the lining, make sure you don't pull too much like up the allowance, because it's gonna pull the skirt and it's gonna create pleats. So make sure the allowance are a little lower than the actual line, just a little bit. Okay, alright, so now we just can close it and we are done. Perfect. Alright, so always after I sew, I will press it first.
Okay, so this is our pressing hem, and we're just gonna press the lining. Also press the allowance. As you see, like all the allowance are directed down, so that's how we're gonna press. And the seam, and we have to do same thing with the lining. If you don't have the industrial iron, because see, the industrial iron have the protector, so it works usually on different fabric. If you don't have it, make sure you're adding like a piece of like cotton or something on top to press it the dress. After I turn the dress to the right side, I always double check if my seam are in the same line with the skirt line. So it looks good. Now we just need to press it a little bit and all set. There is a small detail which on some dresses it's necessary to do, so I'm gonna show you. For example, when I see the lining and the fabric, let's say I am holding just kind of like together, and then so here this is our lining and this is our fabric. So sometimes to make sure they don't like move or like sometimes it doesn't fit if they like moving too much right between them. So what I do is actually because the dress had originally this stitch, so I always do whatever like the dress had on the dress. So here is to finish the dress. So this is our waistline on the lining, and this is our waistline on the right fabric. So on the dress originally it was all this, you know, it was this stitch. So I want to make sure to clean all the threads so that way it looks more clean. And also I will take the needle and thread. We're gonna go once or twice, and then we're gonna create like a little stitch that will hold these layers close. So as you see, like I'm matching the middle with middle line like this. So this is where we have to do the stitch, and then we're gonna make kind of like a crocheted style. Sorry if I did too fast. So you just pull the thread and then pull the thread through, and that's how we create this little chain stitch. And I would probably do like 3/4 like this, and then I will just pull through the needle and all set. And then I'll match with this side of the dress, and I will do the couple notches, and that's all. The knot is done and the dress is done. So as you see, this will keep the dress, do not like move too much, so they will kind of like hold together the skirt and the lining and everything. Okay, so as you see, this is our dress, and this is our size that we adjusted. So yeah, that's all the tutorial. So let me know if you have any question. So this is our tutorial, and I hope you really enjoy it, and I hope it helps at least one person. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also leave me a comment. I love to see your comments and answer to your questions. And also let me know what else do you want to learn, so I can create more tutorials for you. I appreciate every single subscriber, because right now we are like 1700 people, and I appreciate each of you. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next tutorial.